I'm actually very optimistic.
Yeah. Now, one of the good things about having you here, Courtney, because often when a friend is on the show, I feel bad bringing it up because, you know, you kind of think life has moved on, and da, da, da. But you do bring it up. You do recreate things on your socials, like the famous turkey scene. This, yeah. So you decided to really do this.
Anything for the gram. Yes, I did put... Oh, God, I'm such an idiot. I don't... You know, people say, well, aren't you supposed to be kind of mysterious or aloof or... It's like, isn't Instagram just to be yourself? So I'm pretty goofy. But yes, I decided it was Thanksgiving. I was going to put a turkey on my head, and that's not a real turkey. I didn't know where to get one like that. So I did, excuse me to all the vegans, I put a real turkey on my head. Oh, my God.
We've got the
when
clip.
I tell you it was so gross.
You tell us while we watch this,
okay.
Because it's not as easy as you'd think.
No.
Here we go. Obviously, vegan discretion advised. So now, what have you put on your head?
A towel, and then I also had like a little plastic.
Oh, girl.
Oh, no. There was music playing. It looked better than this one. And then you can't hear talking. Everything.
But now you had a special butcher in to help.
Okay, so in Scream, there's a girl named Melissa Barrera, who I love, and we became really good friends. She came over with her husband, who's a butcher. That's what it looked like afterwards, and I ate it, so there you go. He cut it real thick over my head. There were some bits around it, but it was gross.
Because even a fresh turkey is not going to smell very nice in there.
Yeah, it wasn't even the smell. It was just horrible in all ways. I don't know what to say.
By the way, I'm supposed to say at this point, don't try that at home. Seriously, yeah.
Well, don't.
No, you really don't. Yeah.
I thought I was going to try to do the dance. I don't know if I actually did it.
Yeah.
I think you might have gotten sidetracked. There was a lot of things to multitask with that one. No.
Did anyone else eat the turkey after that?
We had another one that looked better, and yes, whoever needed to had to eat that one.
It would have been a very interesting way to die, though, wouldn't it? I mean, I'm so glad you didn't, though. Asphyxiation by turkey.
What a story. Right?
That's only in the history of the world.
Yeah, that would have been a good news headline. And in sad news... Now, Courteney Cox's new series is Shining Veil. It starts the 6th of March on Stars Play. And so it's sort of a comedy/horror.
Yeah.
I mean, there are proper frights in it.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's a dysfunctional family. And I'm a writer that hasn't written in 17 years. She wrote a really sexy novel, and she has an affair with the handyman. They moved to Connecticut outside of, New York. You guys all know that, I'm sure. Anyway, she's trying to start her life over and work on her marriage. She's got a teenage daughter that's realistic, as I have one, and trust me. She's trying to pull her life back together, but her family thinks she's depressed, which she is. But she also may be possessed. Because the house, what? How do you say it? The house is haunted.
It's a proper spooky house. Listen, let's watch a clip from Shining Veil. This is you and your husband, played by Greg Kinnear, looking round your new house.
Remember the woman that I saw when we first moved in?
The woman outside the window or the woman in the family room?
It's the same woman.
Oh.
Anyway, I don't know if she's a ghost, but she keeps popping up in my dreams. And
Well, it's probably a
night...
stress dream. I used to have these fantastic
I know,
dreams.
back in business school, and you forgot to say for your accounting
It
final.
was international finance, accounting of
Okay, well, in my dream, she burned me with a cigarette.
Oh, Pat,
And look.
come on. Oh, my God. Wow. Does it hurt if I did that?
Ow!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me see. Look at that. It's...
What is wrong with you?
Sorry. It's probably a burn.
I just told you it was a burn.
Yeah, but I don't believe you dreamed that onto your arm. I think that you were cooking bacon and maybe some grease splattered.
When was the last time I made bacon?
When was the last time a ghost burned you with a cigarette?
Very good. Now, here's the thing. Courteney Cox, you have, I believe, been learning, or have you just been learning to play the piano, or have you been learning for a long time?
No, I'd say especially during lockdown is when it really... I mean, my hobbies went crazy, but that was one that I tried pretty hard on.
And are you one of those people who... Did you have a piano in any kind of interior design element in your house, and then you kind of thought, oh, I better learn to play that?
No, I got a piano because I wanted to learn.
Oh, OK.
Yeah.
And we've got... you've shared this clip of you playing with some very famous people, Elton and Ed Sheeran among them. Let's have a look. Here we go.
Lisa Kudrow, this is for you. 1, 2, 3.
Beautiful. Was anyone else a bit sad when they didn't do Smelly Cat? I really thought we were going to do Smelly Cat. Did you learn that specially?
Okay, so Ed and I are friends, and I've known him for a long time. He always stays at my house when he comes into town, and he actually introduced me to Johnny, my boyfriend. And he said, is it okay if Elton comes over for dinner? I'm like, what? Oh, my God, what? He said, you know, maybe we can get him to do a post.
Yeah.
And you can play that song. I was like, well, I don't know how to play it. And I called my piano teacher. I was like, you have to come over right now. And I had 20 minutes before Elton got there. He taught me how to play it. I only learned that part, which if you keep watching the posts, it was all of a sudden I was like, I can't do this anymore. And Elton, okay, so anyway, the piano teacher, Joel, is walking out as Elton's walking in. And later on that night, Ed said, do you mind doing this? He's like, sure. So I started playing. He had his arm around me, and I was like, oh, my God, first of all, you're kind of holding my arm. And at the same time, I just wanted to put my arms around him because I love him. Anyway, it was the scariest, most nerve-wracking I've ever been, and it was a thrill of my life.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, because...
Can you imagine?
No, it sounds...
Well, he can.
Yes.
He can imagine. He doesn't have to imagine. Actually happened.
No, I know.
Because did you play any piano before Rocket Man?
No. And to be honest, I didn't really play that much in Rocket Man. I tried.
You told me you learned how to play all those songs.
I'll
you sat
say
here.
anything after a couple of martinis. No, I did do quite a lot of learning and prep, and I do little bits in the movie, but only little sections. But
Well,
it's quite intimidating when he walks in, isn't it?
Yeah.
Still,
Maybe we do something together. Can we
I
play?
was actually just thinking, I feel like you, me, and Elton should be BFFs, just the three of us.
By the way,
And we could, you know, go on, like, trips and...
I love it.
I know he's in the middle of a world tour, but I think if we proposed it to him, I think he'd sack it off.
Yeah, I say let's do it.
Good times. Because you have stayed friends with Elton.
I have, yeah. It's still quite... I mean, you know, I've known him for quite a few years now, but it's still... And, I mean, it must be weird for him that people... I still go... When he calls and he goes, hello, and you go... Fucking hell. You know, I mean, you're friends with Elton too.
But no, but it's still... But,
it is weird, isn't it?
Yes.
You just can't get used to it. And he does a really lovely job. I mean, aside from the fact he's always dripping in glitter and gold, he does a good job of kind of, you know, levelling the playing field. But
and hasn't he given you a lovely name, a nickname?
Yeah, I do have that honour. I think, like, in the 70s, it was a bit of a thing that he did, is he gave his friends drag names, and I did get one in about 2019. And as I said to you earlier, I have a camper van, and Elton thought that was really, really funny. And I'm Welsh, and so he called me Blodwyn Camper Van. And he still signs emails, Dear Blodwyn, where the fuck are you? You haven't picked up the phone.
I love that. Camper van.
Camper van.
Yeah.
Dresses and vans.
Yeah, for the Welsh, for the Welsh.
Yeah.
And Ariana, I mean, because West Side Story is now that everyone's talking about, but you have this body of work. You were in the original cast of Hamilton.
Yeah.
And so everyone came to that. Everyone came to that. So
you came to that. Didn't you come to Hamilton?
4 times.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with it. I can play Wait For It, sing.
Work.
That song.
Now that's what we'll do. I'll just show up randomly at your home. And
Please,
play
can
Wait
you
For
imagine
It.
you singing at my house? Oh, my God.
I won't be as good as Leslie Odom, but, like, we'll have a good time. It'll be great.
and of course, and you've seen...
Yes, I am the last person to see Rocket Man. And I was blown away. Besides, I love Elton John. I love the director, Dexter Fletcher. And now I just am obsessed.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you're incredible.
Thank
You're
you.
really good.
Did you all hear that? Well, listening? Courteney Cox.
I mean,
Thank you.
it took her a while to watch it, but yeah, she got there. She got there in the end. She loved it, yeah. Now, Minnie Driver gets to meet famous people all the time now because she's got a new podcast called Mini Questions with Minnie Driver. See what she did there? It's available wherever you get your podcasts. So who have you asked mini questions of so far?
Viola Davis and Dave Grohl, Tony Blair, Debbie Harry, Stephen Fry and Ronan Farrow, Alan Cumming. I mean, really lovely, amazing people.
The name that kind of went, ooh, there was Tony. How do you know Tony Blair?
Well, I don't.